This episode is brought to you by Marvel Studios Echo. All episodes streaming January 9th, only on Hulu and Disney+. Rated TV MALV. Viewer discretion advised. Maya Lopez has betrayed her mentor, the notorious Kingpin. Now on the run, she returns to her hometown to prepare for the biggest fight of her life. Don't miss Marvel Studios' hardest-hitting series yet. An epic 5-episode event. Marvel Studios Echo. All episodes streaming January 9th, only on Hulu and Disney+.
Listen to the 48 Hours podcast for shocking murder cases and compelling real-life dramas from one of television's most watched true crime shows. Go behind the scenes of each episode with award-winning CBS News correspondents and producers in Postmortem, a weekly deep dive. Listen to 48 Hours wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey y'all, I'm April.
And I'm Caroline.
And this
is your Bloody Happy Hour.
Caroline, are you ready for this?
This is your newest guilty pleasure.
It's the bloodiest part of your week.
Did we say something about it also being happy hour?
Show did.
Because we about to be sipping on some murder. Bloody Happy Hour.
Timer. And hey y'all, this is April.
And this is Caroline.
Turn Up Tuesday, Bloody Happy Hour edition. I got my little shooter of Deep Eddies. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking some Basil Hayden. Just
Basil
sipping on a little
Hayden.
whiskey, you know, having a time.
Whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You know, I am in mourning.
oh, I know.
But, I mean, we can save it for Thursday because this
Well,
is
we
the
could talk
Quickie.
about it both
She
because
deserves
it is
to be
part of
talked
the
about.
news.
She deserves to be talked about multiple
We should have
times.
started off with the Tina Turner song.
Oh, we still can, or I can sing.
What is your favorite one? I have such a random one. My high school dance competition routine was to Tina Turner.
What's love got to do?
Yes.
Private Dancer, Simply the Best, Nutbush, City Limits.
Nutbush is my favorite.
Oh,
Church house, hen house.
oh, God.
Schoolhouse, outhouse. I don't know why it's my favorite one.
It's just so good. It's the vibe. It is just.
We should watch the movie in honor.
I will.
I bet they have it playing over and over and over.
I need to watch it over and over. That's what I'm doing all weekend on repeat.
Oh, rest in peace, Tina Turner. And, you know, we've lost two legends in the past year, and that's Miss Loretta Lynn, who I loved, and Coal Miner's daughter, and then Tina Turner, and it's like, oh.
I was not expecting it. I had so many text messages from people wishing me condolences, asking if I was okay, like calls. It was like
Is that your celebrity death? Like,
yes.
That's your celebrity death?
I'm not kidding. I was on calls and I had somebody called me and I was like, what? Why is she going? And then some text. And I was like, why are these people? I was like, either there's some kind of explosion, like natural disaster, or like a family member died.
Yeah.
And I look and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? My condolences. And I was like, what happened?
Where's Parker?
And I go straight to Twitter and it was like, Tina Turner. I'm like,
I know. So sad. So do you think that your celebrity, like, there's always a celebrity death that impacts you?
She's always, yes.
That's been, okay.
Yeah, it's the best. She's simply the best.
I think my celebrity death that'll always bother me, and I can always cry if I see him or watch a movie, is Paul Walker. That is, I felt like that was like my high school classmate. Like I grew up with him, and I just knew I knew we were friends. After Varsity Blue, we were friends. I went to high school with him and Tweeter and all of them. Then Fast and Furious. So I understand. Let's take a sip for Tina Turner.
Let's pour one out for Tina in my mouth. That's how we do it.
And Miss Loretta.
Oh, Loretta. What was she, a country singer?
I'll push you under this table.
I'll have Tina come for you.
Okay, I got some news for you guys other than the death of Tina Turner.
Everything's popping off.
It is. And we keep going back to like some of the same ones, but they just stay in the news.
That's what the Quickie is about. The Quickie is about what's in the news, what's happening, what's going on, what's the latest, even if it's little detailed.
So these first couple are reviews, but then I got a new one for you. So, I mean, we talked about it last week. Koberger went to trial or whatever that was on Monday. And we do have an actual trial date set for October 2nd.
Yes.
And that is so quick, I feel like. Well, the family doesn't think so.
A lot of people are saying they're like, I'll give it a 10% chance
that it's going to happen.
Yeah. Because, you know, this is good. They do that because
to make the family feel better.
Well, no, because the defense does that because it forces the prosecution to have to get their shit together and fast. Mm-hmm. And it's almost like they're expecting the prosecution not to have everything ready and it to be kind of like a Casey Anthony situation where it's like the defense is ready to go, but are you ready to go? Or are we going to throw everything off and you're going to scramble? Or do you know what so I don't know what causes it to not go forward or how I'm sure there's going to be delays.
Well,
but I hope there's not. I mean, I do hope it gets, that's just because, you don't want to drag it out for the families and everything. But I mean,
this will be one trial that I will keep up with. I will watch this trial. I've been so invested from the beginning to the end. I will watch this trial. And they are saying it should be about 6 weeks, or they've got 6 weeks slated down for it. So we'll see. But also, he did not say much during this little meeting. Stood silent. Do you know who else stood silent?
Was that Ted Bundy or BTK?
BTK. I watched an interview today with BTK's daughter, and she wrote a book about being BTK's daughter.
Yeah.
And it's a bestseller. And people remember BTK at this same exact hearing, and it was actually about the same time of the year that he stood silent and did not say guilty, because the judge asked, how do you plea? And you either say guilty or not guilty. He didn't say anything, so the judge had to enter the plea for him. Well, BTK did the same thing, and it later came out that he was trying to do the insanity plea. So he didn't want to say guilty, not guilty, because he knew he was going to come out and say everything eventually, but he wanted to see if he can get the insanity plea first. So he didn't want on record saying that he was not guilty. And so we're wondering if that's going to be like BTK's tactic, is that he's still trying to emulate another serial killer out there, and if BTK is the one.
I didn't know he tried to do insanity. Or if because
he attempted, but it was probably like a run.
Because I guess the last thing I knew is like he's
did all the interviews,
just like telling every single detail of everything.
Well, he was scared. The daughter talked about, like, when it kind of all came down to it, that he was trying to spend the rest of his life in a hospital and not in a prison. So he was trying to do the insanity plea, but it didn't go. It didn't even last 40 seconds. Yeah. And then that's when he eventually started talking. But also new information came out about Koberger, about a former female employee, or was it schoolmates, that he befriended. And I don't remember this girl's name, but her house was broken into at one point, but nothing was stolen. Things were rearranged. So imagine you going into your home and you live alone and your couch is moved and things that you know go certain places are in different places. Like big pieces of furniture are rearranged. So very noticeable, but nothing was taken. So she was very weirded out by this. And she happened to tell Koberger about this and ask for his advice. And his advice as a good friend was to get the security camera system.
And he can install it?
Did he install it?
That's what.
Maybe he. Oh, he did install it,
and that's the Wi-Fi, and so he had access to the Wi-Fi.
I thought about that when my poor alarm guy. I've accused him of being BTK like 3 times, but I think about that. But I didn't get cameras inside my house. I would never get cameras inside my house, but still on the outside of the house. But anybody can just chime in. So basically, Bryan Koberger would tap into her cameras and watch her in her house. Allegedly,
because he's a voyeur.
So this has been building, and I just can't wait till everything comes out, because that's just going to be a great story to tell.
Did you hear the latest in Pennsylvania about his parents?
That they always thought he was a killer?
No.
Oh.
That.
I saw that, but I didn't know who said that.
Well, his parents have been called by the secret grand jury in Pennsylvania because they're investigating a murder that happened pretty close to their Pennsylvania house that's gone unsolved. And so his dad has already gone in and had to testify in front of the secret grand jury, and now his mom is going in and having to testify. That was just the latest I heard last night. And
it happens like all the time.
I'm sure they're trying to look into every little thing to see if he's done anything else. Yeah. Because it's just really rare that you're gonna start your killing spree with something this dramatic of a murder. I mean, it's horror. Oh, it's just so bad. I cannot imagine being on that campus, seeing that house boarded up like that, taped off,
and then eventually gone.
And they're not gonna. Hopefully, they're not gonna demolish it until after the trial, which they need to keep it there until after the trial, which sucks. I agree, but they need to see it, I guess.
I agree. I think they always try to pin people and pin them on any unsolved cases. And it's kind of like with, who's the guy, the confession killer?
Oh, yeah.
You know, you had people come, Kenneth McDuff got accused of a lot of crimes he did not do just because he was a known killer in the area. So would he not be, like the yogurt shop murders in Austin? Oh. They thought Kenneth McDuff might have had something to do with it, but that's still unsolved. So, going to the Laundries, Gabby Petito, Bryan Laudrie's story, and the letter has officially been released. Do you feel like reading, Caroline?
Yeah.
I'm sure you have it already saved on your phone.
Oh, I do. It's all over my phone.
Okay.
It's all over my stories.
But I don't know that we have to read the, this is what I have. Everything, but we can read some of the highlights. There you go.
So this is tell them what this is.
So we've talked about the letter because it was addressed, or it said on the front of it, burn after reading. Okay. And was this found? I think this was found on Bryan Laudrie's stuff when they found him.
There's 2 different things that I've heard, because it was either this letter was written by Bryan Laudrie's mom, and it was one lawyer says it was found inside his backpack. That was where his body or his remains were found. But then the other one said, but then the Bertolino attorney, which is the Laundrie's attorney, says that it was already given to the FBI before he was even found. His remains were found. That's what he's texted to JB, last night.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? This is what the letter says. This letter is written from the mom to Bryan. She said they had been in like a little argument or whatever before he left to go on this road trip with Gabby. And it says, I just want you to remember I will always love you, and I know you will always love me. You are my boy. Nothing can make me stop loving you. Nothing can or ever will divide us, no matter what we do or where we go or what we say. We will always love each other. If you're in jail, I will bake a cake and put a file in it. If you need to dispose of a body, I will show up with a shovel and garbage bags. If you fly to the moon, I will be watching the skies for your re-entry. If you say you hate my guts, I'll get new guts. Remember that love is a verb, not a noun. It's not a thing. It's not words. It is actions. Watch people's actions to know if they love you, not their words. Which I agree with that. Therefore, I'm certain that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor the ruling spirits, nor things present, nor things to come, nor powers from above, nor powers from below, nothing in the entire created world can separate our love. Neither hostile powers, nor messengers, or heaven, nor monarchs of earth, nothing has the power to separate us. Romans 8:38. Nothing can separate us. Hatred, not hunger, not homelessness, not threats, not backstabbing, not even sin, not the unthinkable or thinkable can get between us. Not time, not miles and miles and miles. I mean, it sounds a little suspicious to me.
If he didn't kill her, would we think the letter is still a weird letter? I don't know. The boy mom in me is like, I do love my kid. Like all the bottom part, like none of that. Like a boy mom, it's like a dad, a girl and their dad. It's why the girl dad and boy mom.
If you need to dispose of a body,
right.
I will have a shovel for you, and if you need me to bake a cake, I'll put a file in it and bring it to you in jail so you can escape.
She's saying she's down for whatever.
What the hell?
That's what I'm saying. Like, would we just say, man, this mom is a boy mom and down for whatever for her son had he not killed nobody?
This was her rebuttal. Roberta Laudrie admitted to writing the burn after reading on the envelope, but claimed it was a reference to a book that she and Bryan both enjoyed. She said she wrote the letter when their relationship was strained. While not directly addressing the reference to burying a body, she said she used similar phrases to describe the depth of a mother's love. And references including from children's books like Little Bear and the Runaway Bunny. Okay, I'm going to need you not to
It's so weird. It's so weird.
And now a word from our sponsors.
I'm your puzzle-loving pal, and I'm going to tell you about my latest obsession, Wongo puzzles. These things are the real deal, folks. They're high quality, handcrafted, and perfect for anyone who loves a good challenge, but doesn't want to dedicate their entire kitchen table to puzzles for a week. Trust me, I've been there. I might still be there. But I got one of these actually for Christmas. I loved it. I did it, and I was so proud of myself. And they have all these cool designs, and you need to go to wongopuzzles.com and use our discount, BHH. You get 10% off, and I really want to know if you'll order one of these puzzles, what'd you think about it? Because it's so fun, and I need to order like 5.
Cure hydration. If you are obsessed with your hydration like I am, this may be something good for you. This is something that is so easy. Forget about the Gatorade. That just dehydrates you even more. And if you don't like the taste of coconut water, try Cure Hydration. You can go to my offer link. It is zen.ai/BHH20. This is vegan. It's no added sugars. It's just a little packet you could put in your water. Or if you're really smart during happy hour, you could put it into your Tito's. It is just as effective as an IV drip. And if you do not like the taste of water, it's not as boring as water, not as sugary as the sports drink. And if you're an athlete, it'll give you the best performance. Or if you just get brain fog or headaches because you do not stay hydrated.
Brain frog?
Brain fog.
I get
The
brain
solution is Cure Hydration. So go to that link, enter the code. You can go to my offer link. It is zen.ai/BHH20. Cure Hydration. Well, you guys, I need you to tell us two things. Who is your celebrity death? And then what do you think about Roberta Laudrie's letter? Is this a mom who loves her son, or is this a mom who loves her son that knew what her son was going to do, or knew what her son did and didn't want him to kill himself? Or wanted this to be the last letter he read before he killed himself? I don't know. It sounds like it's a going away letter. Like, we know you're going to run and flee. We know what you did. This is the reminder of how much we love you.
Yeah, like they must have not known that he was going to kill himself, or didn't think he would. But they were like, go run away if you need to. Mm-hmm. But if you get caught and you end up in jail, I will come get you out.
Bake you a cake. Yeah,
and I'll get you a cake.
Yeah,
and tell me where the body is, and I'll go bury it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it means to me.
Maybe she was letting him know, in case he was thinking about suicide, that he's not alone, that he still will be loved and supported, which I think that any mom probably would have said that no matter what.
Yeah.
Even, like I said, we're picking on her, but Ted Bundy's mom was pleading on the stand for her son's life at the end. And that's Ted Bundy's mom. Jeffrey Dahmer's mom didn't give a shit about him, but his daddy was there for him. Okay, so update. About 1 year ago, we told the story about Cairo Jordan. That was the 5-year-old boy that was found folded up in the Welcome to Las Vegas suitcase, okay? And a mushroom hunter just found it in the woods. Yeah. He had not been reported missing.
What's a mushroom hunter?
I know. Okay. This is Las Vegas, so it's probably the mushrooms that make you hallucinate.
Yep.
So his mom and his friend were and her friend was on the run. And remember, she made a post on her Facebook. She was saying that she thought her son was possessed by a 100-year-old demon. Oh. And that she was doing all these exorcisms. She was looking for a priest to do exorcism.
Yes.
So she was real crazy. They found her friend Dawn Coleman, and she's been in custody. But they still, 1 year later, have not found the mom, Dejuana Ludi. She has been on the run this whole time.
Where is she?
Where is she? Somebody has to be hiding her out. Or is she part of an underground cult? He died of an electrolyte balance caused by excessive vomiting and diarrhea. And there is a tip line. We're going to post her picture, and you guys should share it. And you could call the Indiana tip line if you see her anywhere, because she has been seen across. She has lived and has traveled across the country, so she could be anywhere if she has not left the country. So tip line is 800-872-6743. The case, for some reason, is originating in Indiana, and I can't remember why. Maybe that's where they were originally from.
Is she like a Satan worshiper person?
I think more the other way, overly religious, and thought her son was possessed by Satan. Oh. So, what she did to him, we don't know, but he did not have like bruises. Like, he didn't seem to be.
Sounds like she poisoned him.
Abused. He was.
If he's like
very much, yeah. Or just starved him?
But why
like
would
dehydration? Well, it says excessive dehydration. I don't know. I don't remember. Either way, it's so freaking sad.
Yeah, it sounds like she poisoned him and then put him in a suitcase.
Oh, my goodness. She made him eat those mushrooms.
She probably did make him eat the mushrooms. She's just trying to get the devil out of him. I'm going to get the devil. What is that? The devil. Get the devil out of you. I don't know. This is some kind of thing. She's trying to exercise the demons. There we go.
Exercise.
Yep.
And now a word from our sponsors.
All right, if you love smoothies or if you love your protein in the morning, you need to get you a Blend Jet. You can do that if going to blendjet.com. If you enter the code BHH12, you get a discount. And let me tell you, these things are portable. They are easy to use. They can fit in your cup holder. You can have it at home or you can have it in your office like I do. Right this morning, I had my blueberry banana one
How was
with
it?
some chia seed.
Wasn't chunky or anything?
It was very smooth. When I have it in my shaker, it is a little chunky. So this is a great alternative.
I love it.
It is battery powered, so all you have to do is plug it in every 2 weeks, and the battery never runs down.
Oh my gosh. I love battery powered things.
Go to BlendJet and order you a BlendJet and get a discount.
Thanks, April, for sharing.
Did you know you could be putting oil and chemicals in your coffee? I love coffee creamer, but I don't think I've ever turned the bottle around to actually see what's inside. When I did, I found out many of my favorite creamers contain ingredients I would never intentionally add to my coffee cup, like canola oil, dipotassium phosphate, ew, and artificial flavors. Laird Superfood all started when big wave surfer Laird Hamilton needed morning fuel that could allow him to spend the entire day chasing the ultimate wave. He couldn't find anything in the market that met his ingredient standards, so made himself the ultimate plant-based creamer. Laird Superfood started and launched its first product, Original Superfood Creamer, in 2015. Laird Superfoods contain no artificial flavors, colors, or additives, and no sugars from highly refined corn syrup. All Laird products are sustainably sourced and thoroughly tested to ensure that you're incorporating the cleanest, finest fuel into your routine. All Laird products are also made of all-natural whole food ingredients, and they are crafted from the highest quality all-natural real food ingredients. Are you ready to feel more energized, focused, and supported? Go to lairdsuperfood.com and add nourishing plant-based foods to fuel you from sunrise to sunset. Use our promo code BOO at checkout to save 15% off your purchase today.
Okay, and the news story for this week is
Oh gosh.
on May 2nd, just the other day, 34-year-old Samantha Miller was celebrating the best day of her life. It was her wedding day.
With the golf cart.
She was marrying the love of her life, Eric Hutchison. They got married, and 5 hours later, after the wedding, after the reception, you know, you go out with your husband. You and your husband, you're running out. It's the fire.
Yeah,
it's the fire. The sparklers.
Sparklers, the rice.
There was the golf cart
Bubbles.
waiting on them. They had two family members driving them on the golf cart that was legal. It had lights. It could be driven at night. They were on the beach. So it was appropriate to have a golf cart on the beach, right?
Yeah.
They were leaving and going to start their honeymoon, start their marriage, start their life, consummate their marriage, right? They did not get to because they were hit by a car driven by 25-year-old Jamie Lee Komorowski, not from Wes, no relation.
She's not on the ski team.
She was driving 65 miles per hour in a 25 mile per hour zone, speed limit zone. She, after they pulled like the computer chip out of the car, she like barely tapped the brakes. So did she pass out? Was this on purpose? She didn't even try to brake or swerve or anything before she hit them.
She had to. Well, okay, you're on a beach.
Well, they were leaving the beach.
Okay,
I don't know if
they're
the
not,
wreck
like, on the
actually
same
happened on the beach. So
Yeah,
it's
'cause I did see pictures of the wreck, which was horrific.
I picture it like you leave the beach and then you get like
They're
on the
just
road
on, like, a
going to your
road,
condo
yeah.
or something.
She had to. I don't know why she was going so fast, but she had to have fallen. She had to have fallen asleep or passed out or something.
Well, she killed them about 10 p.m. that night on Folly
her.
Beach.
She just killed the girl.
Her, yes,
Right.
sorry. Samantha died. Eric was suffering from serious injuries. He had a brain injury, broken bones, including a femur, which is the biggest bone in your body.
I just
He
would have
very
wanted
well
to just die with her.
He could be in a wheelchair like for the rest of his life, and they described him as a very active and athletic dude, and may not ever be able to be the athlete that he was, and could have some like lingering cognitive issues from the brain injury. She has been charged with 1 count of reckless homicide and 3 counts of felony DUI, resulting in bodily injury because there were other people in the golf cart, family members that were, I guess, driving them. So they probably ran to their golf cart, got on the back, and then they had drivers driving them to where they needed to go. So the other people did also have serious injuries. Her BAC was 3 times the legal limit.
That'll do it.
Eric says in an interview that her last words were, "I never want this night to end." I know.
Even though I think at first he didn't really remember.
Yeah.
And then it all kind of came back.
He didn't remember the wreck at all.
Yeah. Which is, that's like the only good thing about these things is like, hopefully the person didn't feel any pain and they just kind of die instantly, which, I mean, it's tragic, but you don't want to suffer, you don't. But I mean, your last moments are like, oh shit moments. You see this car coming at you full blast and you're like, and then that's it.
And it's like they didn't, I'm sure you might sign the marriage certificate, 'cause you do that really before. They didn't even get to consummate their actual marriage. They lived together before. So he has to go back to their apartment that they shared.
Does he have to get divorced now?
No, I think you're just a widower.
Oh. I mean, obviously it doesn't.
Or does it account? I mean,
know.
I don't know. Like, and then life
guess
insurance, how does that count? Like, is he officially the husband? Like, I could see life insurance
Wait.
really being a...
Did he... Let me put my tinfoil hat on over here. Maybe he took out a life insurance policy
and hired Gorosky.
Hired this girl as his secret side lover.
It's so sad that came to my mind.
I am okay if I'm paralyzed, but
never. No. But that's, forgive us, family. That is literally where my mind went.
I will always wear my tinfoil hat and think, but really? You can't ever trust anyone.
Well, we didn't find out about the girl we talked about last week. We didn't find out she killed her husband till a year later.
I know.
So, but he seemed pretty genuine. We'll see. What I hate is Jamie, on the other hand, is reminding a lot of people about Casey Anthony. She is showing no remorse. She kind of looks like
girl?
her. Yeah, not the girl that was killed, the killer, the drunk driver.
She's not in. Is she saying she doesn't remember it? She's
saying I, me. Why did this happen to me? My life is over.
Oh no.
I have so many dreams, but you're still alive.
You are still alive, and you still can talk to your family.
I can do great things.
You can still do things while you're in prison.
It's all about her. And so they're comparing her conversations, I guess jailhouse conversations, to that of Casey Anthony's conversations with her parents.
I want to know more about that girl. She does not sound like a winner.
Her husband, not Jamie's husband, but Samantha, the bride's husband, the groom, has filed several lawsuits against Komorowski and the local bars and restaurants that she attended that night. And her employer and her supervisor were also sued because I guess Jamie is now saying that she was allegedly pressured to go to the bar with some work people that night. She was just starting a job and she felt pressured to go out with them and pressured to drink. Offered shots, offered all these drinks. So now
dang, you can sue the work people for that? Wow.
A lot of businesses are cracking down, and like everywhere are cracking down on like employee drinking get-togethers, because things are happening like this and then they could blame it on their job or think about the Tammy Harlan case.
Oh, yeah. That's probably why you were thinking about
that. The Tammy Harlan case, it's a direct, and she was leaving a work-related party. And so now that district is going to be associated with this case. And so there's a lot of districts that have cracking down on stuff like that too. So everything.
That's why when you go to work conferences, you just need to get a charter bus, and that's how you can take all your guests from A to B and then back from B to A.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we do.
Well, that's all I have.
Well, that's enough because there's so much happening. Wow.
Okay.
Love it.
That is it. But I do want to tell you guys one more thing. This summer, which it's basically summer, so really soon, you're going to hear information about our Patreon. What is it, Caroline?
Is that where we release episodes and stuff that we don't release on the air to the regulars, and you gotta have a special subscription?
Bonus episodes
and maybe some secret side conversations. Maybe.
Yeah.
Let's kind of go out to everybody.
So we are working on
extra. You get a little extra credit. I was even thinking we could do some cool little things, like there's these fun little books that I would like to read to people that are really funny.
Kama Sutra?
No, they're just like, Sally and her clam or something like this. Is really
Oh, you're going to make them block us.
It's Patreon.
Okay.
It's members only.
Yes, it's a members only subscription, but what you get is not only all the episodes that we put out ad free, okay, but you will get them earlier, and you will get them plus bonus episodes.
Yeah, you get a little exclusive. You get if we do merch, you might get first dibs on getting
yes. So bonus episodes for you. So all you people that tell me that we need to quit our jobs and put out daily episodes, that's not going to happen, but you can get bonus episodes if you subscribe to our Patreon, and all of our videos are going over there too. So we always video, and if you're a podcaster like me, I don't watch the videos, but if you're a YouTuber like Caroline, she loves the video, or she loves watching the videos and seeing people and making fun of people. Mm-hmm. And sometimes she picks her nose on screen, and you will never know that if you don't watch our video.
You don't get to know any of my tics unless you're watching.
So patreon.com/BloodyHappyHour. You can actually go and look at it now. And that more information about that will be coming soon. And as always, don't forget to
stay aware,
stay alive,
and always be DTF.
Bye.
Bye. Hi, and welcome to Bustles and Bangers with your hostess, Rachel and Christopher.
I love it when you say my name.
And you didn't say hi.
I didn't. You just kept going. I'm going to introduce the book. I'm not reading it. It's because I don't like reading.
Girls like cowboy butts, and those jeans don't hide anything.
Find us on Instagram at Bustles and Bangers or on RogueMediaNetwork.com.
Hola, yo soy Jackie.
Y yo soy Jessica.
Y esto es Zona del Crimen. Un podcast donde hablaremos sobre casos de crímenes reales
y eventos impactantes que han quedado marcados a través del tiempo. Recuerden que nos pueden seguir en Facebook, Instagram
o donde escuches tus podcasts favoritos.
Hey, I'm Blair.
And I'm Brittany. And we're the host of
By the Cover Podcast.
We cover everything from mysteries, thrillers, romance, chick lit, and even some smut.
Don't forget the smut.
Yeah.
We're so excited to get this thing going and share this with you guys. We've been talking about this for months, and it's finally happening.
Yes.
Special shout out to Rogue Media for helping us with this.
For sure. You can find us on Instagram at @bythecover_podcast.
You can also find us on Facebook and TikTok, so don't forget to give us a follow on those two also.
And we are so excited to dive into some of our favorite books and share those with you.
We can't wait. Hope you love it.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.